Well, my next guest is working hard to bring affordability to Americans. Joining me now, Texas Representative and Chairman of the House Budget Committee, Jody Arrington. Congressman, thanks for joining us. You know, Democrats love to talk a big game, and Chuck Schumer himself, he has said that he intends to make cost and affordability the top issue for midterms. But can the party actually do anything to lower prices, in your view?
Well, yeah, we can bring inflation and interest down with our economic policies, our lower spending, our opening up domestic energy production. These policies were embedded in the big, beautiful bill, which is why these things are coming down precipitously. Quite frankly, if you look at the 2.1 core inflation, that's less than half of the annual average inflation rate under Biden, and 1/5 of the 9% that it got to under his watch. Meanwhile, the economy is growing at twice the clip of the annual average of the last 10 years. So the combination is putting more money in people's pockets. Real wages are up, Jerry, and that's the gold standard, right? And that's going to happen in spades as they get record refund checks, $100 billion, plus less withholdings in the next tax year, which is another $100 billion. So policies have consequences, and they are extinguishing the flames of the inflationary firestorm started by President Biden and the failed policies and unbridled spending of my Democrat colleagues.
Yeah, well, to that point, Congressman, you know, the Democrats are promising to bring down inflation. Do you see anything in their history here that would make you think they can actually pull that off?
Well, Jerry, they promised affordable health care, and premiums and deductibles have doubled since the advent of Obamacare. And they want us to double down with an additional layer of COVID-era fraud-ridden subsidies. They just want more government control. They want the levers of power. And so they're going to do whatever they can to get them. But in terms of their policies, they created this disaster. They promised inflation reduction. I mean, it's no wonder the American people are skittish. They were promised over and over that they should feel good about their condition and better about their future prospects. And they got worse. 40-year high inflation, the most regressive tax on poor working families. That worm is turning, and the tide's turning, and things are getting better. We have to build on it. We will as these trade deals start to settle in as we get into the new year, and then these companies will take advantage of all these different expensing options and the pro-growth policies that we put in the big, beautiful bill.
And from your lips to God's ear on a lot of those refunds coming, the tax changes, we'll see what the impact is. But it looks pretty darn promising. I want to move you on to another topic here. President Trump set to make an announcement this afternoon as the Coast Guard is pursuing a third oil tanker off the coast of Venezuela. Is this really about regime change in Venezuela? What's going on here?
Well, let's start with we've been an international laughingstock for the last 4 years under Joe Biden's commander-in-chief purview. And the feckless foreign policies and weak posture have made the world less stable. And we've invited this kind of thing. This president, President Trump, has taken his first and most important job seriously, provide the common defense, and to deal with the most imminent threats to the American people, which are the things crossing our southern border, namely drugs that are killing tens of thousands of Americans. So he's doing whatever it takes to address that threat, whether that's blowing up drug boats or seizing these oil tankers that Maduro is using to finance his narco-terrorism. Right. We finally have a president that's doing his first and most important job, and I think the vast majority of Americans appreciate it and want him to continue to do what he's doing.
Congressman, I've got one more question I really want you to answer. We don't have a lot of time, but I want to talk about this potential ban on congressional stock trading. Appears to be picking up steam, could be discussed or go into place in the new year. What's your feeling about this? Are you willing to live with a ban on congressional stock trading?
Absolutely. Jerry, it's the right thing to do. Public office is a public trust. and there's just too much room for impropriety, too much potential for conflicts of interest, not just insider trading. We need to lock it down. We need airtight prohibitions, and I expect that Republican leadership in the House is going to bring that to the floor for a vote.
Well, in a world in which there's an app to trade like Pelosi, I guess it makes a lot of sense. Congressman Arrington, thanks for coming on today. Really appreciate it.
Merry Christmas. Thanks,
Merry
Jerry.
Christmas to you, sir.